Yo, yo. Excuse me. Yo, yo, yo. What's happening, people? Okay, we are live right now. Live from the village right now. 3 minutes past 8 p.m. right now. The 27th of November, 2023 right now. We're back on movie night right now. Specifically, this is penultimate Arnie season. Last Action Hero. It's the last action hero. It's not the last movie for Arnie season. Maybe we should call this the second to last action hero. Because next week, well, the week after next is the last action hero. But anyway, last action hero from 1993. Arnie season continuing today. 2 hours and 10 minutes. So we're going to have to start this one early. Because I ain't trying to be here all night, you know what I mean? It's a long one. So we'll start this one a little bit early. But yeah, I'm watching this on Amazon. I rented it through Amazon. You can buy or rent it on Amazon or various other services online if you wish to do so. You could get it on DVD if you got it on DVD or Blu-ray or VHS or any other format you got it on. If you got it, get it ready on Xeron. I'll let you know when to press play. But if you don't got it and you don't want to get it, it's all good. You can still come along and have some fun. But for now, let me switch over to this screen and just chat to y'all for a little bit. So, yeah, today is Arnie season. Tomorrow, well, there's the penultimate Arnie season. Tomorrow is the beginning of season 5 of the X-Files. The beginning of the end, because once you get to the end of season 5 of the X-Files, one stream a week. Ooh. The beginning of the end is coming. I'm eating some nuts right now. I like nuts and corn. It's an interesting snack. Very crunchy. So I'll try and finish it before the movie starts, so I'm not crunching everybody's ear. But I've slightly, you can see it actually. It's probably a bit too much light to see them properly. Well, there's some left. There's just nuts, corn, covered in like honey and stuff like that. But I think in the last few weeks, like 2-3 weeks, I have kind of got into the habit of eating things like nuts, peanuts and sort of mixed nuts and things like that. Because what I found is that they're not expensive, and especially because I'm out a lot, like I'm out driving around, when I go places, don't want to spend too much money and that whole thing. So you can get like a pack of nuts for like £1 or less than £1, and the nutritional value in them is pretty high. And these ones with the honey on them, they've got an extra kind of a flavor to it. So yeah, these are quite nice. Got like whole packs of these and just pour it into a bowl and eat them. Close that down. But oh well, now onto this. You know, one of these days I should do like a live stream where I just eat bare food in front of you. I'm just gonna get like the most amount of food and live stream myself eating it. Like, I think I might do that one of these days. I don't know when. I don't know what food I'm gonna eat, but I think that's what I want to do one of these days. Just live stream myself. I think I've done something like that before actually. I don't think it was, well, kinda. Well, I don't think it was a lot of food, but it was a decent amount, I think. But yeah, I think my day's been pretty okay today. Do a lot of driving work in the morning. What else did I do? Some walking. I actually wanted to go gym, but I didn't have time in the end. But I did some walking. I managed to get physical, which is good. That's kind of one of my goals, to do something physical every day. Like, it doesn't have to be something hardcore, but just something physical every day, whether that's walking, running, you know, working out, things like that, but something physical every day. So yeah, I did go on a walk today. And some Ryzen, working on the Scream 2 video. Probably about, I would say, less than halfway. I'm not quite halfway through the movie, maybe a little less than halfway. Well, yeah, I think I'm pretty okay with how it's coming along. I think films like Scream 2 can be hard to make fun of, because by and large they are quite solid. But I think I managed to point out a few things, poke fun out of a few things. So hopefully by the time the video's ready, you guys will enjoy it. I think other than that, I'm mostly trying to get ready for the relaunch, rebranding of one of my old channels. That was this new channel, well, new old channel. I have a few kind of philosophies with it, because one is that I do want to make money out of this one. Whereas with most of what I do on YouTube, get a little bit of water. So most of what I do with YouTube, you know, I'm just trying to put stuff out and be creative, be expressive, and if I make a lot of money, great. If not, it is what it is. Of course, I'd like to make some money, I ain't saying that, but I try not to focus too much on the money side of things when it comes to YouTube. But I've been thinking about what I do on YouTube and how different things that I do represent different parts of myself, right? So what I do here is kind of like, it's very much a mixed bag on this channel. You know, sometimes I might try and be funny, sometimes I might try and be serious, or sometimes I might do whatever, do a vlog, do this, and it's just kind of a mix of whatever I think I want to pull out at the time. And I'm cool with it. I like that. I like that it's not consistent. And I think people who come on a regular basis appreciate the inconsistency of this channel. As I hope people do. Whereas my other channel, like the movie channel, represents that more kind of structured side of me, where the videos are more structured, they're more also a formulaic, but it's a formula and a structure that, you know, still allows me to be creative, right? So I can still do that within that. And then the podcast allows me to kind of talk about just creativity and, you know, things and stuff of that nature, and geeky stuff. So hopefully this channel, this new one that I want to do, or the new old one, reviving the attempted revival of the whole channel, kind of represents the, I guess, more entrepreneurial side of things, where, yeah, I do want to make money of it. And that's kind of, I don't say the goal. I don't want to put it like that, because the way I'm thinking about it is, ultimately it still needs to be sustainable. You know, anything I do, whether it's for money, whether it's whatever, if I'm going to do it over a period of time, it needs to be sustainable. You know, if you're going to try and make money on YouTube, you need to do something sustainable, something that you can keep doing. and that means I need to pick something that I enjoy doing, and I think I do enjoy video games, so I've done that. But not only just something you enjoy doing, but you have to, I think, do it in a way. Well, what up, Frederick? No, not yet, but coming soon, coming soon. But I was just saying that if you're going to try and make money on YouTube, then you have to do something sustainable. It has to be sustainable, and that means you have to do something that you like. But also you have to do it in a way that fits in with your life. You know, you can't spend so much time on this thing if you don't really have that much time to spare. But then you can't, of course, spend too little time on it, because that's an issue too. So, or could potentially be an issue too. So, yeah, I don't have a new channel yet. Hopefully by January, February-ish is when I'll be launching, or relaunching, I should say, something that I started many years ago, but it's just been in a coma for the last, I think, 2 or 3 years. It's been in a coma. But I'm gonna try and relaunch it, and hopefully do it in a way that is sustainable, that fits in with my life, and not above all, but mostly makes me some money. You know, I wanna try and get a little bit of that coin that's going around. I think I want some of that, but Frederick. Let me ask you, do you think I hate this channel, or do you think I like this channel? What do you think, Frederick? You're the first one in today, by the way. I don't know if that means anything to you, but you're the first one in today. I was just talking to myself for a moment, but watching Last Action Hero today. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Arnie season. It's a 2-hour and 10-minute movie, so I don't want to leave it too long to get it started, because bruh, we'll be here for a long time if we do that. I appreciate that, Frederick. Appreciate that. So how's your day going? How's your day going? How's your day been? Appreciate you joining this live stream. Don't mind me, I'm just feeding myself some crumbs. Oh, and I watched The Walking Dead. Finished Walking Dead season 7 today. So new channel, hope this not die. It's very nice channel. Well, hopefully not. Hopefully not. That's not the plan anyway. But that's not up to me, is it? That's not up to me at all. I can only do what I can do. The rest is up to you. But yeah, we need to get this movie started now, because it's a long one. So hopefully you're already on 0. Let me switch over to this screen. And we're going to do the countdown. The countdown goes 3, 2, 1, play. So if you're ready, in 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, that good news. Yeah, so how's your day going, Fred? What you been up to today? This doesn't look right. Okay. Okay. There we go. I might be a little bit behind everybody because tiny issue. Man, look at these cop cars. I learn how your day go. Yeah, now I'm asking how your day goes, how your day went. Oof. Issue? You said anything about an issue? This guy. God damn it, Jack. Hey. Tina Turner. I say, oh, bro, you know what? Never mind. Alright, no more questions from you, Frederick. Uh-oh. Whose birthday? Tina Turner, okay. Do you listen to Tina Turner? You like her music? Okay. So you like her music? I'm asking you, dude. You haven't answered. Oh, jeez, man. That about does it. Okay, cool, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I listen to her. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say enough to call myself a fan, but yeah, I like her songs. I like some of her songs. She's definitely legendary in the music industry. Oh, how close was that? Hand cannon. The best, yeah, yeah. I know the song. Yeah, that was used by is it Chris Eubank? I think he used to use it as his entrance music. Do you know Chris Eubank? Chris Eubank Senior, I'm talking about, by the way. Let's make a real Jack Slater movie. Alright, it rhymes. Alright, now. Yeah, Chris Eubank was a boxer. Well, Chris Eubank Senior was a boxer. This is like back in the 90s. Oh, I know that song. What song was that? Cypress Hill. Yeah, I know. I'm aware. Anime. This kid. Big mistake. Maybe they should make this movie if it real as well. Anime Japanese. Oh, dude, are you being serious right now? Anna May was Tina Turner's real name. Ugh. You know what? Sometimes I think you really are a troll. Like, dude. Like, it's so hard to tell with you if you're trolling or you really are like that. It's so hard to tell. Mama trying. No worries. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. I saw this movie years ago. I don't remember much from it though. But I remember it was something to do with like being in a movie or the movie coming into the real world or something. I don't remember. The other same would be cool. Well, can you? No, it's not something I'm looking to do now. This guy. You know, it's the same but no good at it. Well, you know, you can take lessons. Lady in photo. I don't know. Somebody in the movie. If you're watching the movie, you'll find out. I guess you're not, though. As former governor. Well, it's not untrue. Yeah, you're not going to see the movie on screen. Not on the stream anyway. I'm saying if you... Never mind. It's not that important. Favorite second cousin. Yeah, I think I did. Bullseye. A movie within a movie. I'm not sure that matters. I mean, I guess a lot of countries have similar rules, so... Everybody knows Tony Vivaldi, #1. Yeah, not every crack house is all run now, you know. Some of them Looking nice and that, innit? There we go. Jack Slater. My days. They should make this into a real movie. UK have American Prime Minister. No, that's the older one. Do you remember Michael Boris Johnson? He American. Boris Johnson's American, you sure? I'm gonna look that up. You sure he's American? Dude's name's Boris. It's a bomb. Okay, so he's born in New York. That's interesting. Two days to retirement, of course. Well, now we know. Oh, interesting. I mean, not really, but interesting. Oh, here we go. Now the movie's starting. I try not to think about Boris Johnson not too much, to be honest with you. So. Yeah, that's a henchman. He was in Die Hard. course, man goes flying and the bomb. But ice cream in the back of the head. Ice that guy. Tacona phrase. Ha ha. Mini disc, you know, raw. Man, put a mini disc. Yo, this is so 90s. The only thing that could have been more 90s if it was a CD player. Mini disc didn't really catch on too well. Oh, this film's so ridiculous. Beverly Villas. Acme Storage Center. That good, yes. What's a good yes? Yeah, be good. Be chill, be good. Baskin and Robbins. Sharon Stone. Robert Patrick. Oh, yeah. Yo, Sam B and the place to be. Sam A was spending time with the kiddos. Now, that's all good. Ain't no need to apologize for taking care of the fam. You gotta do what you gotta do when you gotta do it. Be much more awkward if you were in the live stream while your kids were starving. You know, I think that'd be a much worse situation. So yeah, don't never gotta apologize for spending time with the fam. I copy and paste what I say. Yeah, maybe don't do that. Rather than copy and pasting, just type. Just chatting, doing puzzles. Oh, quizzes rather. I read that wrong. Chatting, doing quizzes. Or puzzles, quizzes. Same ballpark. But that's cool though. How many questions did you get right though? Like, be honest. Like, did you actually get any questions right, or did they outsmart you? I did actually. Also did a test to see how white I am. Turns out not so much. Really? So that mean you've had some black in you? Yeah, fair. I still don't know what you're talking about, to be honest with you. What's good? It's not, yeah. I can't think back. Strong. Well, that's how you start the day. That's a strong black lead, as they say. Wait, are you asking, is it good of you? You're asking me if it's good that you talk to your sister? Okay, you really don't have to. You don't have to ask me for validation to talk to your sister. Okay, so she explained nuance to you. Okay, good. Okay, that's good. That's good. So Sam, you hear the news about Scream 7? In the space of, what, a day, 2 days? 2 stars, 2 of their lead actresses. But that movie. If it still comes out, that film ever comes out, boy, it's gonna have some issues. Sylvester Stallone. No, indeed. Indeed. I mean, she was probably my least, well, no, not least, that's a bit harsh, but she was, I mean, she wasn't the more interesting parts of Scream 5 and 6, right? Like, you know, if I'm being honest, but, bruh. That's some BS reason for firing her. Yo, what up, Frozen G? Frozen G in the place to be. Yeah, that should be 2 separate things. Well, what should happen and what does happen, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the way I see it, I mean, she, of course, has every right to speak her mind about, you know, anything she wants to, and that's fine, you know. Yeah, I feel like the statement they gave out compared to what was actually said clearly didn't align, you know. And although there's definitely a case to be made about celebrities and speaking on things and just in general, it's always an awkward situation, but she felt she needed to speak, and you know, I can respect that. But yeah, that statement they gave was clearly BS. And then Jenna Ortega leaving afterwards, apparently because of scheduling conflicts from months ago, and you're like, nah, come on, something ain't right here. Something ain't right here. But anyway, Scream 7 has no Melissa Barrera, no Jenna Ortega, and potentially no Nev Campbell. So, bruh. It might be just Courtney Cox. It might be just Gail Weathers trying to investigate some crime. Maybe Gail Weathers becomes the new final girl. Or maybe Gail Weathers becomes the new Ghostface. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Not to do anything in this weather. Oh, it's cold, isn't it? Well, coldish. It's not good for not being pro either side. No work on to get in their back, or there will be no Scream 7. Yeah, apparently they. I mean, the last I heard was that they want Nev Campbell back, but whether she actually wants to go back though. I guess that waits to be seen, and if they can even find the right deal, because apparently the last time they couldn't get to a deal, so they might just have to can it. They might just have to can it. Freddy Krueger. Yeah, big money. Or they might have to. They might have to pay more money than the film could be worth. It's great. I've not seen horror movie bloopers. But we're just talking about Scream 7 and how they lost their two leads. I'll watch Saw D. Saw D? What's Saw D? Oh, so okay, typo, Sorex. Alright, latest Frederick. £16 to rent? Nah, allow that, man. It's well because it's still quite new, I guess. Okay, well, I don't think your sister needs permission, by the way, and that's just kind of awkward. Oh, that is awkward. It'll come down soon. Home's another thing. Flex is very good though. Yeah, £16 is when they have I think it's because when they're out in the cinema, sometimes you can rent them while they're out in the cinema, but yeah, it's expensive. It's expensive. I did it once for like Godzilla, and that's not a very good movie, by the way. I wouldn't recommend spending £16 on Godzilla. Or was it 60? Yeah, I think it was that 15, £16. Work on that. It was worth it. Mortal Kombat's a good movie. It's no surprise Frozen Gamer is a Mortal Kombat fan. Yeah, so Frozen Gamer, to answer your question from the comment you left on the video, I don't want to put it there because it just felt a little bit too public, to be honest with you. But no, I haven't. I haven't. That video was, if I remember, it was. I think it was some of that. I mean, it was at a time when I was doing these kind of explanation videos, these kind of comedic explanation videos, where I'll take a topic and explain it in a comedic way. And somebody said I should do one about bullying, and that's where that came up. But no, I haven't. No. Did 2 years. That's harsh, man. Sorry. It doesn't matter now. Yeah. How'd you manage to deal with it? If you're okay saying that. Keep yourself up. Yeah, indeed. It can be a lot. That's the thing, like, you're supposed to tell somebody, and you should tell somebody, but yeah, especially like with teachers, I feel like one of the problems is that teachers either don't care enough to do something about it, or are so focused on following the rules that, you know, rather than dealing with it appropriately, they end up making it worse themselves. You know, at least that's how it looks to me anyway. I don't know. I can't. I'm not trying to approach and say too much. That's the school trying to bully me. She was called Laura. I stood up to her. She didn't start. I mean, after that. But yeah, a lot of times when you stand up to people, they will back down because, like, bullies tend to target people who they think won't fight back. And for the most part, to be honest, they're right. You know, the people they pick on don't fight back. But yeah, when you stand up to them, when you let them know that that's not you, 8, 9 times out of 10, they'll probably back down. But of course, there's the occasional times when they don't, and it just makes it worse. So yeah, it's a difficult thing to deal with. Big mistake. This girl looks familiar. I mean, I know I've seen this movie before, but I mean, she looks like I've seen her somewhere else. Friend have anything? I just no, I don't. She left me alone, but she's my friend. I told her to F off. She left her alone. Sounds just looking to try and pick on someone. Willem Dafoe will be in Beetlejuice 2. Nice. 10 out of 10 he's playing the bad guy. I think Willem Dafoe's played a good guy maybe once or twice his whole career. Police officers. He's playing a corrupt police officer then. I'm calling it now. Whoever Willem Dafoe plays, it's going to be a bad guy. He might come across as a good guy in the beginning, but by the end, it's going to be clear that he's a bad guy. I'm calling it now. Willem Dafoe is a bad guy in Beetlejuice 2. Bulletproof vest, of course. Why do they always take off their bulletproof vest after they get shot? Like, I mean, you might want to keep it on. Gotta catch the red eye. Alright, here's a question for the group. In your opinion, what is the most effective way to deal with a bully? Whether that's your own experience or something you've seen other people do. What is, in your opinion, the most effective way to deal with a bully? Didn't get a notification for the stream tonight. The bell thing is on the YouTube. Be acting up. Show no fear. Ooh, I like that. I feel like that's just good advice for life in general, really. Just show no fear. Speaking of acting up, though, TikTok. So I post clips from my podcast on, Instagram and YouTube and Twitter and TikTok as well, like the sort of short reels clips, right? And two videos I posted on TikTok have been removed for ET. Have been removed for violating community guidelines. And they won't tell me which community guidelines I've apparently violated. They just says it's violated community guidelines, and they removed the video. And I've had to appeal it. So I click the appeal button, and let's just wait and see what happens there. But these are videos where it's literally just a person talking. Like, there's no action or, I mean, you've seen my podcast, so it's just two people talking. And there's nothing like, there's no nudity. There might be some swearing in there sometimes. I think those clips, I'm not sure if they did or not, I can't remember. But swearing is not something that goes against TikTok. There's plenty of videos on there swearing, and it's not an issue. In fact, there's plenty of other my videos on TikTok with swearing in it that are fine. So I don't think that's the issue. But yeah, they just removed 2 videos saying content community violation. Won't tell me what exactly I violated. And they're just like the tamest videos. It's literally just people talking about things that they do. Nothing even political in the videos. Nothing like, not even controversial subjects and nothing like that. So yeah, and they're the only ones. Like, the same videos are fine on YouTube, fine on Twitter, fine on Instagram, but TikTok, like, no, community guidelines violated, and they won't say what exactly I did. TikTok, for real. But anyway, all you can do is all you can do. Oh, this guy's figured something out. Just a busted up cigar is going to... I've seen this woman in another movie that I just can't... I need to look that up. That's going to bug me. That's going to bug me. Like, I've seen her in another movie, like maybe even recently. Can't say it because it's PG-13. I'm seeing a lot of videos recently of gay white people on the NVIDIA and they're telling off, and I'm bitch. Just say eating my food, mind my own business. Dear white people, maybe I should do a dear white people video. What can I? What message can I deliver to white folk? Actually, speaking of white people, so I've been posting the videos from yesteryear, some of the old videos on the channel. I'm going through these videos, right? And one of the things I noticed is that I used to use the word nigger a lot. I used to use that word a lot. I mean, I guess technically I still kind of do from time to time, but I feel like I don't use it nowhere near as much as I used to. But back when these videos were being made, a lot of them being made, I think in 2018. Between 2016 and 2018 is when a lot of them were made, and mostly in 2018. but I used to say that word a lot. A lot. Like, all these videos is coming up, and it's like, yo, did I use any other words? Like, what's going on, man? But that word was just in my mouth the whole of 2018, man. Just, I'm looking through these videos like, damn, man. Damn. I need to calm that down. Well, I guess I did calm it down, so I don't say it so much these days. Yeah, we got told off for smiling at strangers. Apparently, we are fake. That's not a white thing. That's a British thing. So some of those videos are just dumb, though. Like, I mean, not even some. Maybe even most, if not all of them, are dumb. Like, I mean, the ones I've seen anyway. Everything's like, you know, dear white people, don't ask black people this, don't say this, and it's like, dude, how did we get there? You know what I mean? How did we get there? It's like, now of course you shouldn't be rude to people, or, and there's certainly things you can do that, you know, people might make somebody uncomfortable, that you might not necessarily realize is making them uncomfortable. And of course we need to talk about things like that. Everyone has their boundaries and lines they need to draw, but that doesn't mean like every single white person has to do this thing for every single. It's like, dude, shut up. You know. AK-47. I'm trying to find this woman. Was it Meredith something? So we're going to see her in the credits. It's just something I've noticed. It's always going to be making these videos. You know, come to think about it, I think it usually is, yeah. I think it usually is. But yeah, I do feel like there's a community of people who seemingly look for problems that don't exist, or maybe not. That's not the right way to put it, because of course there's lots of problems that do exist, and we got to be mindful of that. We got to, you know, understand that as well. But it seems like they look for problems in areas that don't need to be looking for problems in, because there's plenty of other areas you can find problems in if you need. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but it just seems like there's just no need for certain things to happen. Like, I don't know, YouTube and just TikTok, I guess social media in general, it's just a weird place sometimes, like when it comes to these sorts of things. If you're passing someone in the street and make you eye contact, you smile, it's polite, looking fake, it's not a race thing, it's just something you do. You know, that might be a whole thing. I don't think people smile at you in London. Nobody smiles at you in London. We're all miserable down here. If you catch somebody's eye, you look away right away. You know what I mean? That's how it is over here. You catch somebody's eye, you just look away right away and pretend it never happened. People are miserable. It's like if you get on a train and you're sitting on a train and there's somebody sitting directly in front of you, you better look down. You better look down. You don't look at them, you look down. You look down until it's your stop and then you get up. But yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with smiling at people. I mean, it's a good thing. As long as it's not one of these creepy smiles. Now, some people have these creepy smiles, right? If you've got a creepy smile, then yeah, don't smile at people. But aside from that, it's not a problem. Because even in like, I mean, as miserable as people in London can be at times, like even here, it's like, occasionally you might just say hello to somebody that you have no idea who they are. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you ever do this, but like you'd be walking down the street and for some reason just feel like saying hello to somebody. You have no idea who they are. You never met them before. You don't know their name. You don't know nothing about them. But for some reason you feel like saying hello to them and they say hello back and maybe you give them a nod and you just kind of go about your day. You may even maybe say something like, "Hey man, how you doing?" And it's like, "I don't know you." In fact, that's happened. I think, when was the last time that happened? It wasn't even that long ago, I think. Maybe a few weeks back. Just had a brief little banter with somebody and never met the guy in my entire life. I don't know, but it just felt like the right thing to do in the moment. And that's cool. I think that's cool. It doesn't happen all the time. But it's cool when it does. Take you in. Me looking away is rude. The smile is just being polite. It's not that deep. Well, if they smiled like this. If somebody smiled at you like that, were you smiling back? But yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with smiling. I mean, even if it is a... I mean, even if it is a fake smile, it's like, so what? Yeah, I mean, like, so what? Be right back. Alright. Better figure it out, kid. I can't find this girl in the credits. Like, it's bugging me. Like, where I've seen her before, or where I've seen her, which other movie I've seen her in. But I can't find her in the movie database. Let me try Google. Bridget Wilson Sampras is her real name. Okay. Bridget Wilson Sampras. Let me search that. There you go, Bridget Wilson Sampras. What other movie I see her in? Mortal Kombat, of course. You're Sonya Blade. And yeah, Billy Madison, Veronica. Oh, I knew I seen her in something. Okay, she was in a video game as well. Mortal Kombat 11. Huh. Rod. Well, that was close. Yeah, I don't think it was a good idea to go punching people when guns pointed at you, but hey, of course they all miss. Of course. Oh, this song ain't looking good. Just. So you had to actually be now. So good. All good. Sometimes you gotta. Well, not even sometimes. Came from nowhere, no build up or nothing. just all of a sudden, 0 to full. Hey, you know that happens though, like, you know, and then ones where it's like you go toilet, and then maybe like 20-30 minutes later, it's like you need to use the toilet again, and you're like, wait a minute, I swear I've just been. And so you put like 20-30 minutes, you need to use the toilet again, and you're like, damn it, man, and you can't hold it. And especially sucks for like when I'm out driving. It's like I use the toilet before I leave the house. 20-30 minutes later, I need to go again. But by this time, I'm out on the road. I may even have a job on. So now I'm gonna like wait. I'm just holding it, all awkward. Finally get to go to the toilet. It's like, I was like, where did that come from? The oil. It's annoying, you know, when you actually need to go and it's dribble. That's so. Oh, mate. Like, where's the rest of it? I think that's mud, not oil. But yeah, it's like you just like just like bursting, like it's like you, it feels like you're about to pee out a whole swimming pool. That's what it feels like you're holding a whole swimming pool in your bladder. You get to the toilet and it's like, like, mate, where's the rest of it? That is one of life's biggest disappointments, for real, for real. Oh, Benedict's figured something out. You have these ones where it's like, I guess we need Alan, since we're talking about pee. Alan's missing this pee conversation. But you have these ones where it's like you've been holding your pee for a long time, like hours, like for whatever reason, doesn't really matter. Just you end up holding your pee for a long time, and you kind of really need to go, but you end up holding it for a while, like hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever it is. You finally get to go to the toilet, right? And you pee like some and like a decent amount comes out, right? But then it stops. And you just kind of like, that's not all of it. You just know that's not all of it. Like, and it just stops. You maybe pee for like, I don't know, I don't count these things, but let's say you pee for like 10 seconds or whatever, and it stops. And you're like, you know what? I feel like there's more. There's got to be more. And then you wait like, I don't know, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, maybe a minute, whatever, and then the rest of it comes out. Like, for whatever reason, it just doesn't come out in one go. It's like it takes a break. Do you know what I mean? Like, you pee a little bit, it takes a break. A minute later, or whatever it is, it's like, yeah, then the rest of it comes. The bad guy. I'm going to sit forward and force it out. The other one, though, is like when you've been holding your pee for so long, you don't even feel like you need to go anymore. You ever have that one? Where you've been holding your pee for so long, like you don't even feel like you need to go anymore. And it's all just because you've gotten used to the that uncomfortable feeling. Now come on. Number 2, also you can't go because you're busy, so your whole range is Corsair, right? You just holding it, and eventually it's like another thing as well, actually. I felt like the intensity of how you feel when you need to pee is significantly less when you stand up. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm sitting down, like if I'm driving, for example, I'm sitting down, driving, and I really feel like I need to go. But then when I get out of the car and I stand up, it doesn't feel as intense anymore. I mean, I still go, of course, because you gotta go. But I just noticed that, like, definitely. Okay, so it's not just okay. Cool. Yeah. Out of the car, amigo. Oh, what's he gonna do? We used to when I was in school, we used to play a game where you'd pee up a wall and you'd pee up as high as you can go, and whoever peed the highest wins. I'm guessing you didn't play that game when you was in school. I guess you could. I don't think it's impossible. It might be a little bit awkward, but I guess it's not impossible, right? It can be done. Surely, I mean, but yeah, it just might be a little bit awkward, but it can be done. Oh, you know, okay. Yeah, you should get some of your old school friends and try that. Say, hey, you know, we never peed up a wall. You never did piss up a wall. Let's do that. When you get in bed about to drift off and bang, you need to pee. You know, I find actually, if I go toilet, right, and I go to bed within maybe about 15-20 minutes of going to the toilet, I feel like I'm fine. If I go to bed within 15-20 minutes of going to the toilet, I feel like I'm fine. But once it gets like 20 plus, maybe 30 minutes, for some reason, like I go to bed and it's like, yeah, I need to pee. Well, not need to pee, but I could feel it building up to the point where I'm like, you know what, I need to let this out before it's you know what I mean? It's not like a desperate need to pee, but it's more like either you can feel it coming type of feeling, you know. It's enough to be uncomfortable while trying to sleep. Like, it's not a lot, but it's enough to be like, yeah, I should get up. I will leave it and debate with myself on whether I can hold in and moves and go. Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go. The other one is drinking too close to bedtime as well. Like, if you drink too close to going to bed, you might find that you're waking up multiple times throughout the night. Like, multiple times. Like, multiple. Like, I think one time I was up maybe at least like 4 or 5 different times. So it's like, yeah, be careful. Don't drink too close to bedtime. Don't drink too close to bedtime. In bed, I always have water because mouth gets dry. Sip, sip. Ask it again later for you. Okay, sorry. Alright, not sure what you're talking about, but alright, cool. Oh, this guy's he's in the real world now. Oh man, I still don't have a cough from this. Sometimes it must not fair, fair. But yeah, I do see, yeah, 1.2 liters of water a day is what I aim for. Don't always reach it, but yeah.
Yeah, it's over with. Water is really good to drink for a lot of different reasons. Like it can actually help to boost your immune system and this helps you to be healthier in general. So yeah, it's good to drink water. That's gross. I don't like flavored water either. And flavored water I don't mind, but yeah, I don't usually go for it. I'll usually go for just regular still. But yeah, the sparkling water, oh mate. You ever accidentally pick up the sparkling water and don't realize until you drink it? I don't know why they even sell sparkling water. Like, surely nobody drinks that, right? Surely nobody drinks sparkling water. Wow. It's a criminals, you know, raw. Okay. The red apple is the only one I can just understand. I like fruit though. Fruit's good. What's your favorite fruit, Frederick? Yeah, fruit's good. You eat fruit every day. Apples, bananas are good. Slates are free. Thank you for asking. I'm bananas groups too. Okay, but I'm not too much of them. Watermelon for me, then banana, grapes, and normal melon. Yeah, watermelons are really good. I like watermelons. I mean, if I had to pick I think I have a few different favorites for different reasons. Though that's the thing when it comes to fruit. Because the one I eat the most would easily be bananas. easily be bananas, clementines, and apples are the ones that eat the most, and bananas definitely at the top of that list. But I wouldn't call bananas my favorite in terms of flavor, in terms of taste. I think bananas are good for their relative convenience. They taste good, of course, but they're also good for their relative convenience. They're kind of, easy, kind of pick up, peel, and you're good to go. You don't have to worry so much about cleaning up afterwards as well. So you just kind of eat it and you're done. Strawberries are good. I like strawberries as well, especially like with cream. But if I had to pick one fruit as a favorite, I'll go with mango. But yeah, watermelon. If you get a nice juicy watermelon, oof, on a hot day as well, oof, that's good, man. Blueberries, yeah. Tomatoes, not so much these days. Tomatoes are good. I think. I will say tomatoes. I was talking at that video about foods that I used to hate and then eat now. Tomatoes is kind of one of them. I never hated tomatoes, but I certainly wouldn't have eaten them much. But yeah, these days I'm good with tomatoes. The only tomato I ate back in there was tomato ketchup. It's the other way around. Like, tomatoes for me were like, if you put them in front of me, I'd eat them, but it's like, some foods you eat very begrudgingly. You know what I mean? Like, certain foods you'll eat, but you eat them very begrudgingly. Like, you kind of like, you kind of chew it, water or whatever drink, and it's like, But yeah, these days I'm good with tomatoes. Give me them tomatoes. I had some tomatoes today, actually. People sometimes think vegetables, fruits. No, I'm honest. Oh yeah, we like pears. Yeah, I actually prefer pears to apples. Yeah. 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 I like pears. I mean, I probably eat more apples than pears. I think. Well, I think in recent weeks, maybe recent months, I've been eating more apples than pears. But yeah, I do like I think I do prefer pears to apples in general. MC Hammer. Hammer time. Do you like cherry? Cherry's alright. You know, I think I want to do actually, I need to write down a whole bunch of foods that I never liked as a kid, and then buy them, and then try them all and see if I like them now. I think I want to try that one of these days. I need to write down them. Well, I need to remember some of the stuff because I think I've probably forgotten a lot of them. Oof. Get the hell off me. I just know some of those are not veg. Apricot, nice. Do you make food videos? Really fun. I've made a few food videos. I might make some more. But yeah, I like apricots too. Doing that scene again. Recently, that was so disappointing. That threw off Edge. I like peppers a bit. Dragon fruit. I'm not sure if I've tried dragon fruit. No, wait, no, I think I have actually. No, maybe I haven't. I'm not sure. I might, yeah. No, I don't think I have. I don't think I have actually. Oh, getting volts. Get peppers a fruit. Okay, thank you. Is it pepper classed as fruit? That I didn't know. I knew about tomatoes, but I did not know peppers are classed as fruits as well. Interesting. The botanical classification, peppers are fruits. Okay, interesting. Now we know peppers are fruits. I've seen going through online. Oh, they looked awesome. Apparently taste. I mean, it wasn't horrible. It was just meh. Did that at least make you breathe fire afterwards, or like, maybe at least a little bit of smoke or something? Oh no, yeah, they are fruits. At least according to the Google search results. So here's the definition of a fruit. A botanical fruit would have at least one seed and grow from the flower of the plant. With this definition in mind, peppers are classified as fruit because they contain tiny seeds in the middle and grow from the flower of the pepper plant. So a fruit has to have at least one seed and grow from the plant. So yeah, peppers are fruits. Now, fruits grow from the flower. So flowers are separate from fruits. Well, I mean, flowers are flowers, fruits are fruits, but fruits what grows from the flower. That's part. No fire, flames, or smoke. So upsetting. Damn, man. Yeah, I'd be disappointed too. Not even smoke or nothing, man. Well, mushrooms don't grow from flowers, so there's that. Ran out of bullets. Oh. Oof. Right in the face. They're not really fruit. Oh, veg. That's fungus. Oh, yeah. No, that's, I remember. Yes, yeah. I forgot, but yeah, that reminded me. That they come in the fungi. Ingvar Bergman. It's the seventh seal. But you don't want those guys coming to the real world. No fungi, no joke, huh? This kid's gonna drive, of course. Thinking of mushrooms. Yeah, get some mushrooms, get some gravy. Fred, remember what we said the other day? Remember what we said the other day? Yeah? If you're gonna come here, you're gonna have to accept that you're gonna hear some things that you might not like, or you're gonna read some things that you might not like, and that includes swearing. No, sorry, you don't have to. No apologies needed. I just realized what you put actually, by the way. I just realized what you put, by the way, Sam. that's yeah. But yeah, Fred, you don't get to tell people what to say. You don't have to swear if you don't want to. That's up to you. I'm saying you don't get to tell other people not to swear. That's not your place. I'm not going to argue with you, Fred. You literally just said it a moment ago. Frederick, they'll maybe put you in timeout again, because I'm not going back and forth with you, alright? Just chill yourself. Fred, chill, okay? They'll make me put you in timeout again. Just chill. No more, no more. Just stop, alright? Even my own mother could get me to stop swearing. Fred, stop. Seriously, stop. I'm not going back and forth with you on this. Stop. Alright? Stop. Alright, one more out of you, Fred. I'm going to put you in timeout. Move on, or I'll put you in timeout. Bloody hell, man. Alright, cool. There's Stanley guy. But anyway, I've been eating nuts. They're all gone, by the way. You can't see them. There's nothing there. But that's been my thing over the past few weeks. I've been eating nuts. I've been putting nuts in my mouth. Big nuts, small nuts. Nuts are good. I like nuts. Anyone else like nuts? Anyone else like putting nuts in their mouth? And chewing the nuts? Maybe even licking the nuts? And the thing about nuts is, like, you can get nuts anywhere. Like, you can go everywhere, anywhere, and you can get nuts. Like, just they're so easy to come by. Nah. Salty. Sometimes, yeah, a little bit. You know, a little bit. This Nick guy, he's a good guy. Yeah, sometimes I dip the nuts in yogurt and have them that way. White yogurt, natural yogurt, of course. So that was the last action hero. Actually, it's not the last action hero. It's just last action hero. That was pretty cool. I've not seen it for a long time. So yeah, a lot of it I kind of forgot, but it was cool to watch that again and remind myself of how cool this movie is. It's very kind of. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's very kind of. It's very 90s. It's very 90s. But yeah, I liked it. I liked it. Hopefully you liked it as well. Hopefully you enjoyed this movie too. Or if not, oh well. Not much I can do about that, to be honest with you. But I like this movie. So let me just come back over here and just chat for a little bit as we wind down. I haven't snacked in a bit. Ooh. Yeah, I've been trying to because the thing about snacks I find is that I guess like a lot of people, you tend to like snack on things that you have nearby you, right? You kind of pick up on things that they have nearby you, and because, you know, I'm purposely trying to make better food choices, I'm looking at different types of snacks, and nuts have been a good one for me because, like, you know, they taste good, they're not expensive, you
you know, good nutrition and all that kind of stuff, low fat, etc., 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 etc. But yeah, there's like different types of nuts you can get. You can get, of course, you can get like regular peanuts, and you can get like the mixed nuts, and then these ones that I mean, they were in a bowl, but they're kind of gone now. But they were just like these honey coated nuts. So, so yeah, I've literally been just trying out different nut flavors over the past few weeks or so. Like I want to say like a couple of weeks at least, a couple of weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks. I'm trying out different nut flavors, different types of nuts, and seeing which nuts I like best. You know, can't stick to just one kind of nuts though. You got to experiment. You got to experiment. I love Last Action Hero. It's an underappreciated gem of a movie, you know. Indeed. There's a lot of movie stars in this, and granted they don't all have big roles, but even still, like, to get that many movie stars in one movie must have taken some doing. Like, that must have taken some doing to get that many stars in one movie. Like, I don't know what this movie cost to make, but I imagine it was a lot of money by 1993 standards. Let me see if I can find out. What did this movie cost to make? Because they must have had to lay down some serious coin to get people to appear in the movie for like 5 seconds, you know. Let's see. Last Action Hero budget. 85 million US dollars. This is back in 1993. That is a lot of money. That is I mean, that's a lot of money by now, by today's standards, but certainly by 1993 standards, that was a lot of money. So yeah, I'm not surprised it was an expensive film, because the amount of movie stars they had, and imagine like a lot of these guys probably got paid like crazy money to be in this movie for like 5-10 seconds or something. You know, they were taking like, I don't know, like $500,000, $1 million, like, yeah, just to be on screen for like 5 seconds. I'm sure that was what I'm guessing that's what happened. I don't know if I could find it out. They probably don't disclose that sort of thing too readily, but I would not be surprised if that's exactly what happened. But anyway, I'm gonna pretend I'm not snacking because I'm watching while I eat and being good. It's got nothing to do with me being unwell. Well, you can watch what you eat. Just, you know, watch the food while you eat it. You know, the thing about snacking though, like snacking kind of has a bad rap. You know, people kind of think of snacking as this kind of unhealthy thing, but it's not really. It's not really. It really just depends on what exactly you're eating and how frequently you're eating it. You know, because you can have, even like crisps, for example, like you can have a pack of crisps and that'd be fine if you just have maybe just like one packet. Well, you could get like packs of crisps that are like low in salt, low in calories, low in, you know, everything else, low in this, low in, you know, that kind of thing. You can get those, and you know, you'd be fine with something like that. So it's like it really just depends on what exactly you're snacking on. Like if you're snacking on like Monster Munch and you're doing that maybe like 15-20 times a day, yeah, maybe that might be a problem. You know, maybe that might be a problem. But yeah, I mean, snacking is not really an issue. It just depends on what you're eating and how much of it and how frequently you're eating it and that kind of thing. Also, if you're sick, it's probably best to eat more food anyway. I mean, I don't know, I ain't no doctor or nothing, but I'm sure I read that somewhere. When you're sick, it's best to try and eat more food. Because it's difficult. I think when you're ill, it's difficult to hold stuff down. But yeah, you're supposed to try and eat more food. So I don't know. Sounds like something I might have read sometime, someplace.
Twix the other day. I took one bite, gave it to Sophie. Oof. Sophie still like you. Like, Mom, what are you giving this me for? Oh, Twix, by the way, is foods that I can't eat no more. I don't know when this happened. I mean, actually, no, I think I do know when it happened. Actually. But I used to eat Twix a lot. It used to be my favorite chocolate to eat, Twix. And then one day I just couldn't stand it no more. And I think I remember... I don't remember exactly when it was, but I think I remember the occasion of when it happened. Like, because I remember, like, I went to the dentist, I believe the day before. And it was like, so it was like the day after coming out to the dentist. And I went to have a Twix, and I just couldn't stand it. I was like, it made my teeth hurt. I didn't like it at all. I don't know what happened between the last time I had it and that time. I'm sure the dentist did something to me. I'm pretty sure the dentist did something to me where it made me not like Twix anymore, but I just couldn't eat it. Like my whole mouth was just in pain, you know. And I was like, yeah. And even like some years later, I think I was trying Twix again, and it was the same thing. My mouth was hurting, my teeth was hurting. I didn't like it. Drink more, when ill, and eat less. So do you have like more, say, I guess like things like soup and stuff like that? And has an experience with Kit Kats. Used to love them, and had one recently. It was vile. You know what I found out about Twix? Do you know what I found out about Kit Kat the other day? And since you don't like Kit Kats anymore, I think I can say this. So the last time I had a Kit Kat was maybe about a month ago, right? And as I'm, watching, being more careful about what I eat now, I'm looking at things like calories and stuff like that, right? I look on the back of the Kit Kat packet to know how many calories are in it. And it was... I've forgotten. But it was a lot. It was a lot. It was something like, I think 200 and something calories per finger. Right? So you've got the 4 fingers in the packet. Each finger is around 200 calories. And of course you're eating a whole thing. Like nobody has just one. Right? You're not having just one. You're eating a whole thing. But that whole 4 calories, whole 4 fingers, is around 800 calories. Right? And to put that in perspective, a chicken burger is 1,000 calories. Yeah, around 800 to 1,000 calories is it for a chicken burger. So that one packet of Kit Kat, those 4 fingers or one packet Kit Kat, is about the same amount of calories as a whole chicken burger. That's mad. That is actually mad. And you know, with things like Kit Kat, like, you're not eating just a Kit Kat. You have the Kit Kat, you maybe have it with a sandwich, maybe have a drink as well. But that is actually mad. Like a Kit Kat, that one packet Kit Kat with 4 fingers is about the same amount of calories as a chicken burger. If they did, they were lying. They were lying. But let me see if I can find it online. I'm sure there's... Gotta be somewhere online that has this calories in Kit Kat. I don't know, maybe there was a low calorie version, but the regular version, no. Oh yeah, here we go. There we go. So if you can see it, I'm gonna enlarge it actually. Can I enlarge this? Might be a bit tiny on screen. So yeah, there we go. This bit here. So yeah. Oh wait a minute, that's 45 grams. That's the bar, not the... Okay, hold on a second. What did I read then? Did I read it wrong? Did I read this wrong? Kit Kat, what's something else miniatures? My bad, I might have read it wrong. I'm sure it was 800. I swear it was 800 calories for the whole packet. Unless there's different versions of Kit Kat that I'm... I think that might be just different versions of Kit Kat actually. But the one I had, at least, I'm pretty sure the one I had was mad. Wait, hold on a second. Sister, he has just come to me and believes you have misconstrued something he said. I'm led to believe you have a confluence of people for weekly inveterate symposium, which is I don't even know what that means. What is this? Pernicious. What? Bro, you know I ain't dealing with this, dude. This ain't the place for you, Frederick. This ain't the place for you. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. This is not the place for you. Like, your sister came through, used a whole bunch of words. I don't even know what some of those mean. This ain't the place for you, dude. Like, you might need to find somewhere else to hang out online. This is not the place for you, because what I'm not going to do is start second guessing everything I'm about to say because one person might not nah, this ain't the place for you, dude. This is not the place for you. And also talk about seeking friendship online. Nah, that is not what's happening here. I don't know what you thought was happening, but that is not that. I ain't trying to make friends with you. If I gave you that impression, I'm sorry, but no. This is not, that is not what this is. I'm just here to watch movies, play video games, and make dumb comments. That's what I do here, okay? You know, I just talk shit for like 3 hours and then bounce. That's what I do here. I ain't trying to make friends with... Nah, like, dude, I don't know what you thought this was, but no, that is not that. That is not that. So, yeah. I don't think this is the place for you, dude. Like, no. Yeah, this is not the place for you. Alright. Not saying nothing. I'm kind of irritated now. I know autism well. Autism very well. Moving on. Indeed. But yeah, I'm looking at it now. I think I might have just read it wrong on the back of the packet. I think I might have read the calorie information wrong. It's maybe not as bad as I thought it was. I mean, it's still pretty high to be fair. But yeah, maybe not as high as I thought it was. Actually, no, I don't know if I call it high. It's not high, but yeah. It's high enough to definitely be careful with it, for sure. But yeah, maybe not high. Maybe not high. But yeah, I think I might have read the packet wrong. My bad. My bad. Either that or... Either that or something was printed wrong on the back. I don't know. What's the odds of them printing the wrong thing on the back of the packet? I feel that's very small odds. I probably just read it wrong. I'm thinking now I'm just read it wrong because everything I'm looking at online points that it's maybe nowhere near as high as I thought it was. I mean, I wouldn't call it low, but then yeah, it's not high. It's not high. Like I've got one here that says for 4 fingers it'd be around 200 calories for all 4 fingers. Not the 800 that I thought it was. So yeah, I think I read that wrong. It's easy to lie to me. Like, well, you did say you didn't like him no more, so I mean, you know. Yeah, Kit Kat's alright though. You know what I like? The one Kit Kats I like. I like the you know, they do little Kit Kat bars, but they also do like different like flavors. Like they do like the limited edition flavors. And there's one they did. I forget which one it was called, what it was, but it was a Kit Kat with flipping out. I've really forgotten, but they did a really nice one time. But those, I mean, the Kit Kats I like in general. I feel they taste fine in general. But there was one they did, like a special edition one they did a while back, and I forget what, but it was really good. Not really the point now, is it? I mean, you know, just saying. Just saying. Just saying. What's your favorite chocolate bar? Oof. Well, it used to be Twix. Used to be. Favorite? I mean, well, I guess to be honest, these days I don't really. I mean, even before, you know, watching while I eat and blah blah blah, I don't really eat a whole lot of chocolate bars anyway. But if I did buy one, it would probably be either a Kit Kat or a Snickers. So if I had to pick between a Kit Kat and Snickers, I might depend on the day, but I think probably a Snickers. Probably a Snickers. You know, because I think Snickers is just that little bit thicker. You know, a little bit thicker, a little bit more of a chew to it as well. So it feels like a bit more like you're eating something. Whereas Kit Kat, because they use the wafers, like sometimes it could feel a little bit too light. And I like the feeling of when you eat something. You want to feel like you're eating something sometimes. And Kit Kat, they taste nice, they're great, blah, blah, blah. But because of the wafer, it can feel a bit light. So, yeah, I'll go with Snickers. I'm going to go with Snickers. Wasn't nice to me. Still doesn't bring me the milk. Stuck in a bad marriage. You'll get the milk eventually. Eventually. Yeah, I might have to well, we'll see what happens really, but hopefully I'll be doing some house hunting in the coming months or so, and I might have to look at Hull. You know, I might have to. Like, I don't know if you, when you were saying check out Hull, I don't know if you were joking or not when you said that, but I did look at, you know, some houses in Hull. I'm like, you know what, it's in a price range and those houses look kind of nice. I'm just saying, it might be. I mean, I know it's Hull, but I figured if I'm there, it would brighten it up a bit, you know. If I'm there, the level goes up. So we'll see. But yeah, hopefully in the coming months, I'll be it'll be some house hunting, and Hull just might be on the list of places I look. So we'll see. I might bring you the milk then. If I pass through, I'll drop off a 5-year-old pint of milk. Snickers for me, but the chocolate isn't as nice anymore. I don't drink milk. It's principle now. It's the principle. Yeah, I think with a lot of confectionaries, is that the word to use? But I feel like with a lot of foods, they've changed the recipes over the years. You know, like I know with like Frosties, for example. Although I said a bit like, but I swear like back in the day, like back in like when I was a kid, Frosties was like sugar. It was just sugar. And I feel like Frosties now, it's less sugar. Like I don't eat it anymore, but you know, when I last time I tried it, it was like less sugar. I feel like it's the same with a lot of different foods. Like the recipe changed over the years, which I guess is inevitable, right? You know, certain things kind of have to change because like maybe laws change or blah 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 blah, and everybody's trying to, you know, be healthy, like, you know, it's like whatever. But yeah, I feel like a lot of stuff changes, and when that happens, like there are changes in the taste, you know, and sometimes eventually change. Maybe sometimes the change in the taste is like very negligible. But then after a while, with various other changes and change here and change there and change there, it's like, nah, it's different. And especially if you haven't had it for a long time and then you have it again, you're kind of like, nah, this is definitely different. This is definitely different. Like if you're eating it constantly, you might not notice it as much because it's probably gradual change. But nah, this is different. Like they reduce the sugar, reduce this, reduce that, add a bunch of chemicals or whatever, and it's like, yeah. I was joking, but dude, if you move here, it wouldn't suck. It means that I have someone else to annoy. So if I get a house, a nice, cheap, affordable house, but I'd have to put up with Sam annoying me. Oof. But you're not selling it, man. You're not selling it. And I have to bring you the milk as well, man. That's a hard sell, man. Changes so much, it sucks now. Penny sweets used to be amazing. Now they go. Penny sweets used to be a penny. Now I'm showing my age.
We used to get the pick and mix. Remember them, the pick and mix? And you just like drag, just like just whatever, just like get a bunch of stuff and just take it up to the counter. Man didn't even count it. You just weighed it. You know what I mean? You didn't even count it. You just weighed it. Just like put it on a scale and weighed it. It's like, yeah, that's 50p or whatever it was. Now it's like just one here, one of those. Maybe two of those. I want to treat myself and take that to the counter. You got like 4 things in the bag. It's like, all right. Exactly. Like, man, didn't think of that. Ugh. That's how they get you, man. That's how they get you. Yeah, the plan is to apply for decision in principle this Wednesday. It takes, according to what I've researched, it takes about 6 weeks to get the answer, to get the decision. So that means I should hopefully have a decision by what's that, maybe early January, if I'm calculating that right, by sort of early January. And yeah, by then I'll be able to start properly looking. So I've done some kind of preliminary, yeah, that. Those kind of basic checks, basic looks at places. But yeah, once I've got the decision, I'll be able to start looking properly and, you know, arrange for like sightings and, you know, visiting and checking it out and making sure it's what I want and all that sort of stuff. And but yeah, can't lie, man. I did look up Hull. There's some nice places there that seem to be in a affordable range. So yeah, I might. Not saying I will. I might see something else, but I might. We'll see Terrified Free together and I can give you nachos. Well, I guess steak or nachos kind of works too, to be honest. It kind of works too. You know, like how police do a stakeout because they're watching. So you'd have to wait, do a stakeout, watch it for the opportune moment. Well, let me tell you something. I ain't claiming to be the smartest cookie or the sharpest tool in the box or whatever. But let me tell you this, and I'll tell you this right now. When it comes to food, you're not stealing nothing from me. It's not happening. It's not happening. I'll tell you that for nothing. It's not happening. You might be able to steal some money from me. You might be able to steal a whole bunch of things from me, but when it comes to food, it is not happening. No siree, Bob. No siree, Bob. Not a bit. You wouldn't get a crumb. Unless the only way you get food from me is if I give it to you. And even that's a big if. And even that's a big if. Remember in Friends, Joey don't share food? Yeah. It's just like that. It's like that. You'd have to get up pretty early in the morning. It's on. Oh, challenge accepted. Well, yeah, not for real though. I mean, it's not that I don't share food. I mean, but one, it depends on which food. Like, depends on what exactly it is. I mean, something like nachos, I might let you have one, but
I have to be sure you've washed your hands as well. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't just, you couldn't just like dig at you. Like, no, I have to be sure that you've washed your hands recently, you know, and then maybe you can have one, you know, just. You have to have that hand sanitizer with you. Be like, wait a minute, just to be sure. Rub that in first, in between your fingers too, you know, and your fingertips, all of that. Get it all in there. You may have one. I was joking, but now I'm stealing those nachos. I ain't even gonna eat them. I'm just gonna put. Oh, that is so cruel. That is so cruel. Nah. Listen, people go to jail for that sort of thing. People go to prison for that sort of thing. I hope you know that, because if you do that, I am calling the police. I'm calling the police and I'm pressing charges. Like, no. I'll take you to court if I have to. And you know the jury be on my side. I won't even need to have a lawyer. You can get the best lawyer in the world to defend you. I won't need a lawyer because the jury's going to be on my side. The moment I tell them that you stole nachos and put them in a bin, they're on my side. It doesn't matter what your lawyer says, they're on my side now. In fact, matter of fact, once the judge hears that, he's going to be like, you know what? Maximum sentence. 20 life consecutive sentence with no option for parole. Oh, murderers get less, by the way. Murderers get less time. Just saying. That's cruel. Shoes on. Okay, wait. Alright, let's think about this. Is it worse to stand on a wet floor with shoes on? Granted, that's pretty cruel, especially when you see it's just been freshly mopped and you come in from outside and you just walk all over the freshly cleaned wet floor. That's a cruel thing to do, and I know that because I used to work in McDonald's, and that would happen when you just mop the floor and the manager will come walk all over with his dusty shoes. So yeah, I know that is a cruel thing to do. I'm not going to deny that. That is cruel. However, is it crueler than stealing somebody's nachos and then just putting them in the bin? I don't know, man. That might take some thinking. They might be on the same level, you know, because like, especially like if you saw the person just cleaned it and you still walked all over it anyway, that's malice right there. That is malice. But to steal somebody's food, nachos no less, and then just put them in the bin. I don't know, man. That's the type of stuff that gives Freddy nightmares. You know what I mean?
Freddy Krueger's like, oof, that's so cruel. Mike Myers is looking at that like, damn, what did he do to you? Even though I'm lying. Oh man. But yeah, that used to happen though. I worked at McDonald's. It was actually my first ever job. And one guy, and I tell you what really made it bad is that the guy who did it, who was the manager, we actually started there at the same time. Like we had started this very same day, and he was like the first person I spoke to when I started there, and we were like friends, you know, at this place. And then he got promoted to manager, right? And something just flipped inside him where he just became the biggest arsehole ever. Like he was such an arsehole when he became a manager, and he would do that. Like he would just like, I'm mopping the floor, just finishing, and he was just purposefully, well, I don't know if it's purpose, but it certainly felt purposeful. We just walk out onto the floor, you know, shoe prints and everything. It's like, dude, I just mopped this. And they'd be like, oh yeah, mop up the floor. It's like, I did, and you ruined it. Like, come on. And then the thing that was bad is that like, and afterwards, like we're all ready to go home. You know, goes to the bus stop, and then I'll walk to the bus stop, and he'll come up to the bus stop afterwards or whatever. And then I mean, like a few of us at the bus stop, and then he would just start trying to chat to us like it's normal, like he didn't just, you know what I mean, like he was just being an arsehole for the last like 3-4 hours. He was just chatting to us at the bus stop like we're all still friends. Like, nah, nah, you don't get to do that, bruh. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. The guy's a prick indeed. Indeed. Because the thing is, when you have a friend at work and they get promoted, like, I'm not saying that they gotta like just let you off. I'm saying they gotta just let you off. But it'd be nice if they did. I'm just saying, it'd be nice if they just like gave you a few allowances. It's like, because you're buddies and that, because you're friends and that. It's like, yeah, it's cool. Don't worry about it. But even if you're not gonna do that, like at the very least, just don't be an arsehole. Like, there was no need for that. There was no need to be all, I'm the boss now, blah 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 type thing. It's like, nah, there's no need for that. No need for that. But yeah. First ever job was in McDonald's at 16 years old. But the one good thing that came out of that place when I worked there, well, maybe not one good thing, but certainly one of the good things that kind of stuck with me over the years is there was a poster on the wall, right, that showed you how to pick things up, like the safe way to pick things up. And it had like, it was saying to like, when you pick things up, to make sure you bend at your knees and lift up that way. And that's something that stuck with me ever since then. Like, anytime I pick something up, bend at the knees and lift up. Because if you just bend over on your back and you do it that way, you actually increase your chance of getting back issues and, you know, back problems and things like that. You can actually damage your spine over time doing it that way. So you're supposed to bend at the knees, like you kind of like a squat, like you bend at the knees and then pick up and try to keep your back as straight as possible. I learned that from a poster on the McDonald's wall, and that served me well over the years. So can't be too mad at it. Can't be too mad. Got something good.
I don't get how people who work at Maggie's, they work hard. It's always busy. No, for sure. Well, I mean, might depend on which McDonald's you go to, but in general, yeah, for sure. I don't. Yeah, sometimes I go in there, I'm like, is anybody doing anything? But yeah, for the most part, like you see them just rushing around. And I actually was at McDonald's this morning, went to get a coffee. I have the McDonald's app, right, so I get free coffee every now and then. And so I went to get a coffee. I was at the drive-thru, so I'm waiting at the window, and it just took ages. Like it must have been like, I must say ages. I mean, ages for McDonald's. Let me put it in perspective, because McDonald's are usually pretty quick, right? You know, if you go to the drive-thru and you get your order, you get to the window, and within 30 seconds to a minute, it's ready. Especially if it's just a coffee. I'm usually just getting a coffee, so 30 seconds to a minute, and I'm done. But today it just took a while. Like it must have been about 3, 4, 5 minutes maybe before they finally came with a coffee, which in the grand scheme of things is not that long. Like it's not that long, but for McDonald's that's pretty long. That's pretty long for McDonald's. But yeah, I don't ever want to be the type of person who makes fun of somebody else's job or shits on other people's jobs or tries to shame them for where they work. Because and I know for a fact I've worked in some great places, but I've also worked in some crappy places. I worked in some places nobody should be working. I've had some good jobs. I've had some absolutely terrible jobs. And at the end of the day, it's like you do what you gotta do. You know, you do what you gotta do. You know, and not every job you have is gonna be a high-paying thing. Not every job you have is gonna be glamorous. Most jobs won't be, quite frankly. But you do what you gotta do, man. And the day, there's certainly worse things you could be doing than working at McDonald's. So I ain't mad at it. Those are the young ones, and it's the girls. The guys are nicer. I mean, McDonald's is like, because they're pretty cheap. I mean, maybe not right now. They put their prices up a little while back, but they're relatively inexpensive for the most part, right? And they're usually pretty convenient because there's so many stores all over the place, and you could, a lot of them, well, I've done that whole, but in London at least, a lot of them do have car parks. So you could, especially for people like me who drive around a lot, you can park there. You could, use the toilet, get whatever, and you're not spending too much money there. So like, there's a lot of convenience when it comes to McDonald's, right? And because of that, I feel like there's a lot you can put up with when it comes to their service. Their service isn't, it's not always that good. Depending on which branch and who you happen to get and everything else. But yeah, the service, generally speaking, isn't always that good, and that's fine. It doesn't have to be amazing service for what you're paying and for the convenience they offer. It doesn't have to be amazing service. But then, yeah, there's no need to be rude. There's no need to be rude. Like, there's a point where it's like, I can put up with certain things for the sake of the convenience of it, but there's a line that you can't cross. And if somebody's just being rude, it's like, no, dude, like you're not, your food is not that good. You know what I mean? Your food is not so good that I'm gonna take rudeness from you. We're not doing that today. We're not doing that. Don't care about great service, but rudeness, no, indeed. Indeed. There was one time I was in McDonald's and I had my reusable cup for the coffee, and because I wanted them to put the coffee in the cup and not one of the paper cups. I didn't order it on the counter, on the what do you call it, the screen machine that they have. Right? I went to the counter, And so I said to the lady there, yeah, can I have a coffee, please? But can I have it in this cup? And she was like, oh, yeah, yeah, no problem, no problem, no problem. Cool. And then she goes away, but leaves my cup on the table, on the desk, on the what's it called, on the counter. So I'm thinking, okay, is she gonna come back and get this, or? And she comes back. She doesn't have the coffee with her. She comes back and she's like, oh yeah, it's coming. Your coffee's coming. Like, okay, but can I have it in this cup? And she's like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. And she still didn't take the cup. Still didn't take it. So I was kind of thinking, is somebody gonna take the cup and then go put it? Because I want the coffee in the cup, in the reusable cup. And she's like, yeah, it's fine. We'll do it. Eventually, like, somebody comes with a coffee in the paper cup, and I'm like, huh. What was this about? So yeah, I just poured it into my cup and just put it in the bin. And I was trying to avoid wasting a paper cup. That's really what it came down to. I was trying to avoid wasting one of their paper cups because I had my reusable cup. So like, jeez, cool. All right. Guess we're wasting the cup today. But yeah, McDonald's is alright. There's not a lot of stuff that I eat at McDonald's. Well, I mean, in general, there's not a lot of stuff that I eat, but I do get their coffee on a relatively regular basis because it's convenient, and it's, you know, you get the free coffees. I like free. I don't like the app though. I mean, it's not about it's not I don't like the app. I don't like the way they do the new point system, because the new point system means that I spend more money to get one free cup of coffee than before. Because before you only had to buy, I think it was like 6 cups of coffee and you get the 5 cups of coffee and you get a 6th one free. That's how it used to be. But with the new point system, I need to get 1,500 points before I get a free coffee, and that's way more than 6 cups. Way more than 5. Well, it's more than 6. It's like, I don't know, maybe like, I think it's like close to like 10 cups or something like that. It's close to around 10 cups of coffee before I can get a free one. So it's like, mate, like you made it worse for me. You made it worse for me. Like, I'm sure everybody else is fine if you get like Big Macs, and it probably works out fine if you get chips and things like that. But if you're like me, you only really just get the coffee, then yeah, I actually spend more money now to get a free cup. So it's like flipping out, man. Last week we went and they forgot one of our drinks, so went down to get it. Hang up pissy with us because they thought, oh, flipping out like that. They made a mistake and they start getting pissed with you. Like, all you gotta do is replace the cup or give them the cup. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, cool, let me get it for you. That's it. That's it. Oh, sorry about that. Let me get it for you. That's it. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. I don't want to be a Karen, but at the same time, I paid for something and didn't get right. No, indeed, that's fair. That's fair. Especially since they've been putting all the prices up now. It's like they're taking a piss. They're taking a piss on prices. Like, McDonald's should not be charging these prices. And it's not even that they're expensive now. They're not really in that expensive category yet. But then they're more than what they should be. You know. In fact, I saw a video online. This guy who worded it perfectly as far as I'm concerned. When it was an American guy, and I guess the same thing's happening over there where they put the prices up, right? Because what he said was McDonald's are forgetting their place in this market. And I was like, you know what, that is exactly it. McDonald's are forgetting their place in this market. People don't go to McDonald's because they have great food. The food is fine. You know, it's fine. It's not great. It's not gourmet. It's not high quality. It's fine. But you have a convenience and it's relatively inexpensive. You know. But you start putting your prices up and it's like, bro, you're not in that expensive category yet, but you're heading towards it. You're heading towards it. And if McDonald's ain't careful and they lose that you know, that thing about being cheap, and it's like all you have is convenience. It's like, well, how much are you willing to pay for that convenience and get, you know, a regular schmegular service? Is like, what is this? Your food is not that good, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's not that good for you to be charging those prices. Come on, McDonald's, man, you should know better and do better. Definitely, you know what I mean? Some of it is nice, but it's not the best. Exactly. It's like you go to some places where you might pay £10 for a burger, for example, like 10, maybe £15 for a burger in some places, which is quite a lot for a burger. But the burger is banging, right? It's banging, and it's served to you like all nice and everything. It's banging. So when it's like that, it's a bit pricey, but you can do that once in a while to kind of treat yourself, you know, something like that. That's not McDonald's. That's not McDonald's. That's barely even KFC. Like KFC I'd rate a bit higher than McDonald's, but like even they are not like at that point where you could really start charging. And they put their prices up as well, by the way. KFC, they put their prices up quite a bit. But even then, it's like you're not at that point where you can honestly charge that kind of price, because your service isn't that good and your burgers are fine. They're just fine. They're not brilliant, they're not amazing, they're fine. You can't be charging the same price or near the same price as places that serve you. Where I have to, in a place where I have to go stand up, press the buttons on the machine, wait in a corner, you know, wait for a number to be called out. Number 55, number. You can't go to the toilet in the meantime in case they call your number while you're gone. And sometimes, I don't know if you notice this at McDonald's, where you're waiting for your number and it's on the screen and then your number just disappears. Because you have like this section where it says preparing. Then you have the section that says ready to collect, right? So your number's in the preparing section. It's there, then it just disappears. And it doesn't show up in the ready to collect section. So you're like, okay, what's going on? And then you wait and maybe someone's about to call your number soon. No, they don't. So then you're thinking, what, they just delete it? What's going on here? Like, it was there, it's not there. You can't be putting your prices up. Your service isn't that good. Your food is just fine. Forgetting their place in this market, man. That is the perfect way to describe it. You have to cut back on McDonald's because of the prices. The 5 of us go for a meal. It's almost 50 quid. That's a lot. No, for sure, for sure. Yeah. Unless you all go and be like, yeah, 1 coffee each and that's it. 1 coffee each and that's it. Actually, what's the cheapest for the McDonald's menu? I think it's like a tea or something like that. But their tea is awful. I don't like their tea. I don't know if you ever tried their tea. It's awful. They use PG tips. It's not the one. It's not the one. For one thing, it's not even brewed properly. And maybe if they brewed it properly, it might be better. But they don't brew it properly. They don't brew it properly. So it's like, I think they just throw a tea bag in some hot water and give it to you. Like that's what it feels like. If you ever get tea from McDonald's, I think they just throw a tea bag in some hot water and be like, here you go. And I said like £1.09 or something. I was like £1 something for it. It's like, no, I'm not. That is not the one. The hot chocolate is hit or miss too. I used to drink that hot chocolates quite a bit actually. Before I switched to coffee, I used to drink that hot chocolates quite a bit. And yeah, they're okay. Like you said, kind of hit or miss. They're okay. Yeah, I think at the time they were 99p. I'm sure they put those up by now as well. They're probably charging £1.50 whatever for those now. Let me see. I've got that menu here. Let's check the McDonald's menu real quick for their hot drinks. So yeah, black coffee is what I normally get, and that's like $1.40 now. That's crazy. For black coffee, $1.40. Okay, PG Tips tea is still 99p. That's still too expensive for what they give you.
but at least they didn't put those prices up. And the hot chocolate, yeah, now hot chocolate is 140, 139. They actually do quite nice iced coffees actually at McDonald's. Like, they do like an iced latte, which is quite nice. But here's the thing about the iced latte. There's way too much ice in it. Like, it's actually just too much ice. Because when you start drinking it, it's actually got really nice kind of flavor to the coffee and everything, and it's chilled, so it kind of hits quite nice as well. But there's way too much ice in there. So you literally just like take like, I don't know, 3-4 sips and it's gone. The rest of it is just like coffee flavored ice water. It's gone. Yankee Land coffee, that was terrible. $2.10 for half a cup. Oof. Oof, mate. These places are just taking a piss, man. Yankee Land. Do we have a Yankee Land in London? I don't think I've even heard of that place. Let's see here. Yankee Land. Okay, apparently it's just in Hull. Yankee Land is in Hull. Yo, Matthew Brown. Ready now to... Hey, my friend. Appreciate coming through, Matthew Brown. I don't mean to be rude or nothing, but have you been in this chat before? Because I'm not sure I remember you. But the way you kind of came in, I'm guessing it feels like we spoke before, but I can't remember. I'm sorry, dude. Appreciate coming through. Anyway. Appreciate coming through. How you doing, Matthew Brown? I'll tell you a place to get a nice coffee though. I don't know if there's one in Hull. Maybe let me check if there is one. But there's it's actually Canadian. Is it Fred Reborn? It could be. I guess we'll never know. Yes, no, it's first time. Oh, okay, cool. Gotcha. Appreciate that. Chips are banging though. Yeah, there's a place called Tim Hortons. It's called Tim Hortons. Let me see if they got one in Hull. Tim Hortons. Hull. Is there a Tim Hortons in Hull? Yeah, I don't think there is actually. Sorry. Oh, is there? Oh, wait. Is there? Yeah, okay, no, maybe not. But yeah, if you can find the Tim Hortons, I guess there's some that's not too far from Hull. Well, I think York might be the nearest one actually, by the looks of it. But yeah, anyway, if you could ever find a Tim Hortons, they do a really nice coffee called the French Vanilla Latte. They probably have other nice coffees on their menu too, but this is the one that I tried. French Vanilla Latte, specifically French Vanilla Latte. It was so good.
And this ain't a coffee shop, by the way. It's just more of a diner, but they just serve coffee as well. They just happen to do this really nice French vanilla latte coffee. So if you ever at a Tim Hortons, try out the French vanilla latte. It's really good. You move to all the coupons you could eat. Oof, indeed. I think I might put on that weight again. All that weight I lost might just come back on. Oof. I'm like, so better be well. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. They have toilets in Tim Hortons. So, and the one I went to, the toilets were clean. So I can't speak for all of them, of course, but the one I went to, the toilets were very clean. Then again, I can't speak for the ladies' toilets either. But yeah, I'm gonna say there's certain things where it's worth the the rumbly belly afterwards, and I feel like this is one of them. I feel like this is one of them. But yeah, definitely be prepared to make use of their facilities. Then I'm down. Awesome. Alright. It's about that time. Start winding down. So the next live stream should be tomorrow, 8 p.m. GMT, watching Season 5 of the X-Files. Starting on Season 5. It is the beginning of the end. It is the beginning of the end. So yeah, Season 5 is going to be the last season of the X-Files that we watch. And then we go down to one stream a week in January-ish. I think I've worked it out to be January. I bet first or second week in January. But yeah, Season 5 starts tomorrow. And then Thursday gaming stream. But yeah, that's going to be all for now, guys. Well, Samantha, really. I just called you Samantha, my bad. Hey, Sam, really. I'm sorry. I don't mean to do that. But Sam, you've been awesome as always. Matthew Brown, if you're still in the chat, appreciate you coming through. If you're available tomorrow, come through 8 p.m. GMT. Don't make my mistake. It is Sam. It is just Sam. I'm sorry. My bad. I need to apologize because I'm already on thin ice with that home situation. So I'm sorry. But yeah, tomorrow for the next live stream, 8 p.m. GMT, watching the X-Files season 5, episode 1 to 3. I'm saying you didn't call me that. Awesome. Thank you. But yeah, that's gonna be all for now, guys. And until whenever, if ever, peace.